game. That wasn't fair. It was completely uncalled for. I would have had her. Stupid witch.
What on earth are you playing? That's an awfully violent game you've got.
What the hell, man? You just broke my only TV. What the heck is wrong with you? Why would you do that?
Because violent video games are bad for you and your behavior. They increase aggressiveness in children and young adults, and increase the likelihood of juvenile delinquency. Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Trying to fill that airhead of yours with accurate information.
Get your hands off me.
Oh, quit being such a big baby.
Stop pushing me.
Just shut up and move.
You didn't have to shove me like that.
Oh, be quiet.
See, I told you that game was a bad influence.
Are you gonna listen or what?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically everyone has it in their heads that violent games are bad for you. They make us behave more violent.
Yeah, that's right.
The thing is, there's no proof to support that.
But what about school shooters? I heard the two Columbine shooters were avid Doom players.
That may be. That could just be a coincidence. Remember the Virginia Tech shooting?
Yeah?
Well, that kid didn't like video games, period.
So, you're saying that just because people play violent games doesn't mean they're going to go shoot up a place?
Right, and the fact that some did play violent games doesn't mean it influenced their actions.
I suppose that makes sense. But what about being social?
Social?
Yeah. Like, people who play games like that are always really antisocial geeky people, right?
Are you sure your hair is the right color?
What?
Never mind. Look, not every gamer is so nocturnal junkie who never comes out of his mother's basement. Ever heard of E3?
Yeah, it's some big video game expo or something like that.
Well, yeah. It's basically where all the newest and upcoming games are announced by companies like Nintendo and Sony. They have huge turnouts every year, and millions of television viewers. Does that sound antisocial?
Oh no. But that's only once a year. How does that affect anything?
Fair enough. But tournaments like EVO are held more than just once a year.
They have gaming tournaments?
Yeah, not only that, it's possible to interact and play with people from all over the world with functions such as Xbox Live.
Isn't Call of Duty one of those games where you can play online?
Right. As well as other games like Left 4 Dead. See? It's hardly antisocial.
Yeah, I guess I see your point. What about people getting more angry the more they play?
That might depend on who you ask. Most gamers will admit they actually feel less angry after playing games.
So it's kind of like a stress reliever?
Exactly. They can take out their anger on the game instead of someone else.
I'm still not sure I completely buy it. When you're exposed to that much violence all the time, doesn't it affect you?
Okay, think about football for a second.
Football. Right.
Football is one of the most popular sports, if not the most popular sport in the country. Guys in pads and helmets tackling each other to the ground for a pigskin ball.
Football was always too rough for my tastes.
That's exactly the point. Parents watch real children and young adults interact violently with their peers, even encourage it. Some people even hold it in higher value than academics.
That's ridiculous.
What's ridiculous is, from 1970 to 1980, there were nearly 160 recorded football-related deaths.
Wow. That's kind of a lot.
It is. Luckily, that number has gone down, but many people still get injured playing the game, even with the safety equipment.
I assume this is leading somewhere?
Think about it. 160 deaths and countless injuries in a decade compared to, what, an injury or two from someone hitting themselves with a Wiimote?
Yeah, okay, I get it. Video games don't kill people.
Right, and the best piece of information that refutes the notion that video games cause violence is the fact that from 1995 to 2005, violence in the US declined significantly.
Wait, wasn't that when violent games started getting popular?
So you see my point.
Alright. Can't exactly argue with you without proving my own.
And that's exactly what I've said from the beginning.
And I suppose games do have ratings on them. If parents buy a game for their kid, knowing the rating, then it's their responsibility if the kid acts up because of it.
It's the parents' responsibility regardless if they act up. They should quit blaming everything except themselves.
That's true too. So, wanna play some Left 4 Dead?
Yay! Let's go kill some zombies!